Hello, once again, everyone, and welcome to episode 2 of Elevate Your Business Growth Series. Today's episode, you're not alone in this. If you own a small or mid-sized business, or you're dreaming about starting one, you already know this. The road is never just smooth. There are good months, hard years, and seasons where you wonder if you're going to make it. In episode 1, I shared how my own journey started with a love for building things. Moved into real estate and rehab projects, and then ran right into the Great Recession. In this episode, I want to go deeper into that season, not to make my story the focus, to show you how what I went through can help you navigate your own tough times with more hope, clarity, and confidence. Our first golden nugget: your hardest seasons don't disqualify you as a business owner. They're often the chapters that make you wise enough to build something that lasts. Consider this. When you look at your business right now, does it feel more like a smooth road or a tough season? And what's the biggest weight you're carrying as you try to move forward? The pivot that kept us going. When the recession hit, our original plan was to develop, rehab, and sell properties. Suddenly, the market shifted. Buyers were scarce, financing tightened, and the returns we had projected were no longer realistic. We had properties, people living in them, and bills to pay. We had a choice: try to force the original plan and hope the market would magically cooperate, or pivot. Our choice: we chose to pivot. We moved from develop and sell to develop, rehab, and rent, stabilizing the properties and riding out the storm. It wasn't glamorous. It took years. We dealt with condo associations, maintenance, tenants coming and going, repairs after move-outs, and repeating the cycle. But that pivot bought us time. It gave us cash flow. It kept the lights on while the larger economy slowly healed. Later, when the market improved, we were able to re-renovate and sell the remaining units at a profit. It wasn't the profit we dreamed of on day one, but it was a win. And more importantly, we were still standing. Golden nugget number 2: a pivot doesn't have to be perfect to be powerful. The right shift at the right time can turn where stuck into we have room to breathe and adjust. Based on these insights, if you wrote down your own simple pivot checklist, what 3 signs would tell you it's time to adjust the plan instead of trying to force the old one to work? Next, risk, responsibility, and doing the right thing. The recession didn't just test our numbers, it tested our values. Along the way, we found serious problems, like that kitchen wired with cheap extension cords, including the stove and onion on unsafe wiring. We found floors that could collapse, chimneys that weren't safe, structures that needed more than a quick patch, and so much more. Matter of fact, in one case, we had to demo a portion of a building, and we wound up putting in a parking lot. In those moments, we had decisions to make. Fixing things the right way cost money and time we didn't feel we had, but leaving them as they were would have put people at real risk. And of course, we chose to do the right thing, to rewire, reinforce, and repair, even when it made the short-term numbers much tougher. Those choices didn't just protect our tenants, they protected our conscience and our reputation. Years later, I can look back and say we did things the right way, even when it hurt, and that matters. Golden nugget number 3: in business, profit matters, but how you earn it matters more. Doing the right thing in hard times may limit your short-term gain, but it protects your long-term name and your ability to sleep at night. Considering this, can you think of one decision where you chose the harder, more honest path in your business? How did that shape the way your customers or partners see you today? The power of a team and modern tools. There's another truth from that season I don't want to gloss over. I could not have done it alone. Without my wife, or deal partners, or part-time construction and maintenance teams, vendors, my parents, my son, and others, we wouldn't have made it. It took all of us, steady hands, honest conversations, and shared decisions to hold things together during those roughest years. Today, business owners are facing a new kind of shift: technology and AI changing how work gets done. In some ways, it's like a modern recession in slow motion, lots of uncertainty, but also huge opportunity. Just as we pivoted from selling to renting, you may now need to pivot from doing everything manually to using smarter tools that save money, increase productivity, and open new doors. You're still the hero of your story. AI and other tools are just modern helpers, like adding another strong teammate who could take on the repetitive tasks, freeing you to focus on higher value work, relationships, and growth. So if you treated technology and AI as part of your team, not as a threat, what's one area of your business you'd love to simplify or strengthen in the next 90 days? Redefining success and planning your next move. When we finally sold those remaining units at a profit, it wasn't the picture perfect ending we had imagined at the start. But compared to peers who lost everything, it was a deeply meaningful success. We had weathered the storm, protected the people we served, kept our relationships intact, and learned more than any textbook could teach us. And those lessons? The experience changed how I define success. It's no longer just about hitting a number on a spreadsheet. Success now includes getting through hard times without losing yourself or your values, building a business that can bend without breaking, learning enough from each chapter to make the next one smarter and more stable. And of course, that's where you come in. Your story, your pivots, your risks, your team, and your wins and losses can be the foundation for the next version of your business. But it starts with being honest about what you've lived and what you've learned. So here's a simple step you can take this week. Write your own pivot checklist, 3 to 5 bullets that answer: what signals tell me the current plan isn't working? What options do I have besides keep pushing or give up? What matters most when I choose my values, my people, my long-term future? Use that list the next time you face a tough decision. Let your past experience guide your future strategy. If you let how well you came through the tough times matter as much as how much you made, how would that change the way you see your past chapters and the way you design your next one? Before we wrap up today, I want you to know something. If your business has been through a hard season, or if you're in one right now, you're not alone and you're not behind. Some of the smartest, strongest owners I know are the ones who pivoted when they had to, made the hard call when it counted, and leaned on the people around them to get through. Remember, take a few minutes this week to write out that simple pivot checklist we talked about. Keep it close because you never know when you'll need it. And as always, thank you for spending this time with me. And if the story stirred up a memory of your own hard season or a pivot you're wrestling with right now, I'd love to hear about it. Just reach out. Until next time, keep elevating your business and empowering your future.